When all the rumours came out that Zlatan Ibrahimovic might not sign his one-year contract extension at Manchester United and move off to the MLS, we recorded a video about 10 different striking options Manchester United could go with next season. Now, since we recorded that video, Ibrahimovic suffered that absolutely awful knee injury. He says he's not going to give up. We believe him. We hope he's back next season, but it might not be until January or whenever. So it's more important than ever that United consider their striking options. So here's what we came up with, and here's me in a different t-shirt. So we're having a look at the top 10 players who could potentially replace the big Swede, starting with number 10. Number 10 is KASPER DOLBERG. The guy's 19 years old and he's already scored 18 goals for Ajax this season. And also he made his international debut for Denmark back in November. Certainly a hot young prospect around Europe. Number 9, ANDREA BELOTTI. He's currently mid-table in Serie A with Torino and he's one of the league's top scorers. He's been linked to moves to England, United, Arsenal and Chelsea, all rumoured to be interested. But traditionally, young Italian prospects move up the league to the likes of Juventus, Napoli, Roma. So we'll see what happens. Number 8, Mbappe. Unless you've been living under a rock, there's no way you haven't heard his name this season because he's been tearing up the Champions League and Liga with Monaco. He's scored against pretty much everybody he's played against and he's been linked to everybody, but also been refused to everybody because his price tag is allegedly £100 million. He's basically the most hyped man in football right now. And I don't know about you, but that seems to me like the kind of guy that Ed Woodward loves. Number 7, speaking of super hype youngsters in Europe, Timo Werner is not getting anywhere near the levels of hype that Mbappe is getting right now, despite the fact that he has scored 4 more league goals than him already at the time of recording. He's been linked to Liverpool and also playing for Leipzig. We could see Bayern Munich swooping in as he's a young German talent. That seems like the kind of thing they would do. But we're hoping Ed Woodward is paying attention because he looks seriously talented and is only 21 years old. Number 6. Now you may remember at the start of last season, way back when Louis van Gaal was in charge of Manchester United, we signed this guy no one had heard of from Monaco, Anthony Martial or something. Don't know what happened to him. Yes, obviously you know what happened to him. He was absolutely phenomenal and he was literally our number 9 right up until the emergence of Marcus Rashford, and then he started playing out wide. We could realistically put him back as our main centre forward. He's only had, 18 months as a winger, essentially. Why not give him the chance to shine, show the ability he showed when he first came to United and was our top scorer last season? Number 5 is Robert Lewandowski. Could it happen? Yes, he's 28 years old. He's second highest top goal scorer in the Bundesliga right now. And here's what we're thinking. At 28 years old, if he wants to play for another massive club around Europe, this is probably the time to make his move. He's won everything he can win with Bayern Munich domestically. Maybe he wants to have a go in England. Now is the time to do it. It seems like the kind of signing Manchester United would make. They know he would sell a lot of shirts and he would definitely score a lot of goals. He would be an ideal replacement for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 4, Marcus Rashford. Last season, he emerged onto the scene and couldn't stop scoring, and he was truly brilliant. This season, we haven't seen the same Marcus Rashford, probably because he's been playing out wide most of the time to accommodate Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who has played every single minute he's been available, more or less. We would like to see Marcus Rashford given more opportunities as a number 9, and if Zlatan left, based on what we've already seen of him, why not? Give him a chance, let's see what happens, because we know he's good enough. Number 3, and back to the Bundesliga, it's Dortmund's Aubameyang. The guy's top scorer in the Bundesliga right now, and a bit like Lewandowski, he's 27 years old, so he's around the peak of his career, and if he wants a massive move, now is the time to get it. There's those endless links to him saying he's going to go to Real Madrid, but why not the Premier League? And if so, why not Manchester United? He would be loved by the fans, and he could also bring Marco Reus with him. Why not? Number 2, the Premier League's current top scorer, LUKAKU. Looks like he's probably going to leave the Premier League this season, but where he goes, we're not really sure. Seems like it might be a waste to let him go to one of our rivals because he is so good at scoring goals. And predominantly, that is what you want in a centre forward. And also, he conveniently happens to have the same agent as Pogba, Mkhitaryan, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 1, the man endlessly linked with Manchester United that we thought it was happening, and then he sort of made some comments and it made it seem like maybe it's not happening, but maybe it is happening. You know I am, of course, talking about Griezmann. He is absolutely phenomenal. And I know you might be thinking, well, he's not a traditional number 9. No, he isn't a traditional number 9. But have you seen his goal scoring records? He scores so many goals. It would be ludicrous not to get hold of him and stick him in a shirt and play him up front, because when he's near the goal, he finds the back of the net, and that is what we need. So fingers crossed Griezmann is the man that turns up this summer. Let us know who you would like to be Manchester United's new number 9 if Zlatan were to leave this season or indeed next season. That's why we picked a lot of young players, because they can do it in another year, you know. Get in the comments below, let us know what you think. Subscribe to Full Time Devils, give the video a cheeky like if you enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of your day.